Okay, hey guys. So I'm doing a chit chat. Get ready with me, hair and makeup. I just came back from mascot pictures. I'm the mascot for my school, but my neighbor is having her communion party, so I thought I might as well put something on. So I'm going to show you how I do my hair and my makeup. If you hear anything, my sister's watching Thor downstairs, and my neighbor, she's like 10, and she's out on her trampoline, so I apologize. My biggest secret for, if you ever have like that burning hair smell, I use the 12 Benefits Rapid Blowout Argan Oil Blow Dry Spray. This stuff smells amazing, and it's super lightweight, and there's someone in my room. Hello? Hello?
You talking to me?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I came upstairs. Called your name. I was gonna sneak up on you and scare them. I realized you were doing something weird, so.
Doing something weird?
Are you re-straightening your hair?
No, I'm curling it.
Is your hair gonna burn off like in all the other videos where they talk about curling their hair?
No, I hope not.
That'd be hilarious. Are you going from anything?
I'm filming to get ready to go over there.
Well, then I'll go when you go.
Okay. So after I spray that in my hair, I brush it through. And I use the Hot Tools, like, tapered curling iron. It's really old and has burned hair all over it from when people put it on too high. Because this thing gets really hot. It goes up to, like, 450. So I just, I split my hair in half. And I don't like really tight curls. So I just choose, like, random sections. And the first section I do, I always curl away from my face. I hold it for a couple of seconds. Then I let it go. Then I run my fingers through it like that. And the one after that, I go towards my head. I just alternate piece by piece. And the thing with my hair is it never does what I want it to do. And so I feel like if I just don't try, then it doesn't come out that bad because I don't, like, expect anything. Can you see my sister through the cracks of my trifold?
Can you?
She's in the bathroom. I don't even know what she's doing.
Just putting a bra on.
But yeah, this curling iron's really good, but I really want the New Me Tighten set. I feel like, because I do hair and makeup for my friends and family at school, and I'm also the hair and makeup person for my theater department. And I feel like if I had that, I could get everything done for my theater stuff. Has your prom happened already yet? Because my prom is next weekend, and I'm not going, but mostly because my mom said if I went to prom, she would have to be a chaperone, and prom is not that important to me, and my mom's really scary, but it's supposed to be super fun.
I'm heading over.
Okay, bye. But yeah, so, like, see how there's, like, some straight pieces here? Just grab those and curl those really quick. So, it's literally all I do. Because I've tried doing, like, tight curls, and I did that when my hair was a little bit longer. But I don't know, I've kind of grown out of it. So then just let down the top half, and I part my hair down the center. I feel like it's just easier to work in sections when your hair's in a middle part. But I'm going to fast forward through the rest of this, because it's really self-explanatory. I just curl the front pieces away from my head, and then everything else I just alternate. But yeah, so I will see you when I'm done. curled all of my hair, kind of, really messy. Normally, this is when I would put my Garnier Fructis texturizing spray in it, but I'm out of that. So I just put a little bit more of that argan oil blow dry spray. Just mix up my hair a little bit. I like my hair really messy because I don't dress up a lot for school. So I don't want my hair to look overdone. Alright, if the lighting slowly starts to go out, it's 8 o'clock at night, so I apologize, but I'm sitting right in front of a window, so hopefully that will help. But now onto my face. So I always start out with a primer. If I could find it, my hair in a bun while I do my makeup, and that'll just help with should I do a ponytail? No, I'll do a bun. That'll help with keeping my curls kind of messy while they cool. So I start with my two favorite primers. I start with Becca Matte and Poreless so that it gets directly on my skin to get rid of the oils. And then I go on top of it with the Professional. The Becca primer supposedly helps with pores as well, but I just feel like it does better. It does a better job if I do both the Becca and the Benefit Professional. And I only do the Becca because it's really expensive on my T area because I get really oily there, especially with the foundation I'm using. Foundation I'm using doesn't do the best at controlling oils, but my school has really dry air, so I don't get too oily in school, which is good. It's also good for exams week.
If maybe you gotta keep wearing your exams room, but it's an exam, so I'm most likely gonna be wearing sweatpants anyways. But you can have a cute face and wear sweatpants. But yeah.
Okay. Want to hear a story about makeup and me? Okay, so I wasn't allowed to wear makeup until I was 15. And I literally begged my parents since I was 10 if I could wear makeup. And they would always say no. I'm using the Fit Me Shine Free plus Balance Foundation Stick in 355 for combination skin. And I'm just going to spread that all over my face. And then I'm going to buff it in with the e.l.f. buffer brush. But my parents would never let me wear makeup. And I was a cheerleader. I did competitive cheer, so I had to wear makeup for competitive cheer. And those were the only times that my parents would ever let me wear makeup. And so I would sneak in my parents' room and take my cheer mascara, and I would put it on at school, and I would order makeup online. Friends would give me those Visa gift credit cards for your birthday. They're $50. Family members would give that to me. So then I would order e.l.f. makeup online. My very first blush is from e.l.f. And I would wear those. And I would come home from school, my mom would be like, "Are you wearing makeup?" And I'd be like, "No." She goes, "I can see your mascara flaking down your face. I know you have makeup on." And so then I would tell her, "Yeah, I have makeup on." And I would get in so much trouble. But the weird thing is my mom let me wear false eyelashes to school before she let me wear makeup to school, full-on makeup to school. So I probably looked absolutely batshit crazy with false eyelashes, but no other makeup. That's just my thought, but it's whatever. I'm just gonna do my eyebrows really quick. If you want a full eyebrow routine, just comment down below. I don't really do all too much to my eyebrows. I just fill them in. Growing up, I literally had the most absolute worst eyebrows on the planet, and I would beg my mom to let me get my eyebrows done, and she would always tell me no. My parents were really against the whole altering the way you look thing. They thought God made you a certain way, I guess. Stick with it. but I was one of those, I've always been into fashion. I have a picture of me when I was like 7. If I can find it, I'll insert it here. But I have a picture of me, and I don't know if you remember, like, Limited 2 or, I don't know if you remember Limited 2. It's Justice now, like the brand is Justice, but I'm a 90s baby. And we had these little cell phone looking things, and in the cell phone there was makeup, but they always had like blue and purple eyeshadow and like really shitty jelly gloss. And I wouldn't know like what color I would want to use, so I would put one eye as blue and I would do one eye as purple, and then I would make my sister then I would do my sister's makeup, and I would try and do my little brother's makeup, but then my dad would get so mad at me. And I actually have like a full-on video of like me doing a makeup tutorial on my little brother. And my dad found it and he got so upset. But it's fine because my brother looked awesome. But yeah, and so the first time I got my eyebrows done, my mom had one of her friends come to our house. Like, it was like a friend who like had a hobby for doing eyebrows, I guess you can say. So we were sitting on my couch, and she had like this little kit with her, and she just plucked my eyebrows. Nothing crazy, like she didn't shape them or anything. She just plucked my eyebrows. And for the first, like, it was the very first time I had anything ever done to my eyebrows, so I felt so cool. Like, I was like, I finally look like a decent human being. I'll insert a picture here of me before I got my eyebrows done. How bad my eyebrows were. Like, it honestly looked like 2 caterpillars died on my face. And, it was really bad. And so, I got my eyebrows done for the first time, but I still didn't think they had, like, enough shape. Like, my eyebrows are naturally really thick, and so, like, I just didn't want them to be so thick. Like, I was really worried I was gonna have, like, a unibrow soon, and that is not cute. So, I went with my friend to this guy in my town. His name is Ali, and he's a drag queen, and he does her eyebrows. And this was before she started filling her eyebrows, and she has naturally thick eyebrows too. So her eyebrows always looked good because she never filled them in. But now she does, and they're like blocks, which I probably couldn't say much about because I feel like my eyebrows look really blocky today. But she took me to him, and he did my eyebrows. Like this is the first time I got my eyebrows waxed, and I was in love. I felt so weird because like I had no eyebrow hair. Like, I just felt like I had absolutely no eyebrow hair, which isn't true, obviously, considering I did have eyebrow hair, because obviously you can see, like, I still have a crap ton of eyebrow hair on my head, like, on my face. But, like, at the time, it was, like, the first time I had ever had a shape to my eyebrows. It was the first time, like, I had done anything to my eyebrows. So it was just so weird. And so I came home, and my mom really liked them because they were still really full, but they had a shape. And so, like, to this day, it's been, like, a thing of mine that I have to have my eyebrows done. I'm gonna get a light. Let there be light. So, yeah, my eyebrows look like crap. But that's okay, because this is testing makeup. But, you know, but yeah. So, I live in Texas, and I don't know, like, where you guys live, but I live in Texas, and we have tornadoes. And so, in middle school, we had this really bad tornado. We had to stay after school. So, like, they didn't want kids going home. And so I had to stay after school, and part of, like, a tornado drill is you have to, like, sit under the desks like this. And, my friend, we're gonna call him Dan. So my friend at the time, it was Dan and Alex. That's what I call them. So Dan and Alex and I had been friends the whole school year. Like, we hung out, like, during lunch. Like, we didn't really hang out outside of school, but we hang out during lunch together. And so Dan, Alex, and I we sat together during the tornado drill, because we were in the tornado drill for a couple of hours because of the tornado warning. So we kind of just, like, after about an hour or two, we totally don't even, like, cover our heads anymore. We're just waiting for the tornado to pass to let us go home. And so we're sitting there, and Alex kept, like, pressuring Dan to ask me to be his girlfriend. But, like, I didn't think of Dan like that. So we're sitting underneath this table, and Dan finally has, like, the courage, I guess, to ask me to be his girlfriend. And at the time, I was kind of just like, what the heck? So I just said, sure, right? And if you're a girl and you're ever underneath the table during a tornado, don't say sure to some guy that you're kind of friends with to be your boyfriend, because it's not going to end well. But, so, the next day, like, Dan offered me, like, a ride home and all this stuff. I was like, no, I'm good. Like, when I get in a relationship, I'm not one of those girls who has to be with her boyfriend 24/7. Like, I feel like, okay, cool, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. That's a great label. But don't expect me to necessarily change for you. That sounds really mean. But, like, I'm not gonna change my whole life just because I'm dating you. So, that sounds really bitchy, but it's like, I don't understand, especially in high school. And, like, this wasn't even in high school, this was middle school. So, like, I don't understand why I would have to change my whole life for this person that I'm gonna date for, like, maybe a month. You know what I mean? And, so he offers me a ride home, and I'm like, no, I'm good, thanks. And so I go out about my business. And I still wasn't old enough to wear makeup yet, like, in my parents' eyes, but my friends were, so they would get ready for school in the bathroom. And I would go, and I would, like, do my friends' makeup for them in the bathroom. Like, they would bring their stuff, and I would do their makeup, because I had been doing everybody's makeup since elementary school. Like, that's just the way it was. And so we're, like, jamming in the bathroom to thrift shop, because that was, like, the jam at the time. And we're standing there. My friend Allie walks in, and she's like, hey, Brayden, your boyfriend's waiting for you outside. I was like, what? Totally forgot that I had a boyfriend. And I didn't tell him that I was in the bathroom, because I didn't have a phone. Like, I didn't get a phone until I was 16. So I didn't have a phone, and I hadn't seen any of his friends, and I hadn't talked to him yet that day. So he just found out that I was in the bathroom, which I thought was kind of weird. Maybe it's just me. But, like, I just didn't find that attractive, or, like, I don't even know how to explain, like, how weird that was. So I had to, like, go outside and, like, say hi to him. And it was weird, because it was, like, the first conversation we had, like, outside of lunch. And, like, I don't know, it was just so awkward. So I told my friend I'd go back into the bathroom, and I'm like, hey, you can go to class or go with your friends. Like, you don't have to wait for me. I'm gonna be in here all morning. I'll see you later. Bye. And I give him a hug, because, like, I didn't, like, I still hadn't had my first kiss then. And so so I go back inside, and I tell all my friends what happened. I'm like, how did he find me? I hadn't talked to him yet that day. And I was just like, that was weird. Like, why is he just popping up at the girls' bathroom, just waiting for me outside? Which I guess, like, nowadays would be, like, really cute. Like, aw, he's waiting for me. But even now, I would kind of just be like, dude, get a life. Go somewhere. Have fun. You know what I mean? So I go back inside, and I'm talking to my friend Sierra. I'm like, I have to break up with him. She goes, you haven't even dated for 24 hours. Like, I don't care. I have to break up with him. Like, this is just weird. Like, I'm not a dating kind of girl. So I have my friend Sierra go and break up with this guy for me. Break up with Dan. And so I have her break up with him during lunch. So I just don't show up to lunch that day. I just sit in the library. And I talked to Sierra during class because we had class together. And she was like, yeah, he said that he didn't even like you that much and that he was going to break up with you soon anyways. And that it was just a joke. And that he's not upset or anything. Like, he totally understands. So I was like, okay. So Dan and I didn't talk for, like, the rest of 7th grade, 7th/8th grade. And, like, Alex would always bring up the fact that Dan and I dated for, like, 20 hours, I guess you can say, if even. And so, fast forward to high school. I was junior in high school at the time. And Dan is in my class. And I hadn't seen Dan since 7th grade. Like, Dan and I had, like, our paths just didn't cross. And so he's in my class, and Dan and I become really good friends again. And, like, we hang out outside of school. He went homecoming dress shopping with me. Like, Dan is becoming, like, a really good friend of mine. Like, all my friends are joking now. They're like, oh, the 2 kids from under the table during the tornado, destined to be together. Look at you guys, blah, 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 blah. Like, all this stuff, like, poking fun at us. But then, like, so I wasn't gonna go to homecoming after all, like, because nobody had asked me, and I just wasn't really, like, a party girl. And so he was like, well, do you just want to hang out with me instead? Like, do you just want to chill? Because I drove a minivan that had, like, a little TV in it that I can watch movies on. And he was like, do you just want to hang out with me? And I was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. That's totally fine. That's cool. Let's just do that. So we planned on just the 2 of us hanging out together. But then, like, 2 days later, one of my friends, George, asked me to homecoming. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go with you. Like, I wasn't going to say no. And so, but then I felt really bad because I didn't know how to tell Dan that I wasn't going to be hanging with him on homecoming day instead of actually going to homecoming. So I kept putting off telling him. And, like I was talking to my friend, I was like, I don't want to hurt his feelings. Not that he's, like, romantically involved with me, but, like, I just don't want to hurt his feelings. And so he, like, hears through the grapevine that I'm going to prom with George. And he was like, yeah, she's a thought, blah, 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 blah. Like, all this bad stuff. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, we used to be really good friends. Like, you just ruined our friendship again. And so, so then he and I didn't talk for a while after homecoming because, like, he was just acting up. Like, he just was being real stupid and, you know, one of those, like, guy things. And then later, like, throughout the year, like, I actually gave a crap about what I looked like a little bit. And so, so then he started messaging me again, like, he started talking to me. And he was like, hey, you look really nice today, blah, 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 things like that, like, little, like, flirty things here and there, which is a little weird for me, because he and I, like I said, like, we were friends, like, we never were romantically involved. And so one day, this kid, like, we're lined up at the door to leave class, and he goes, hey, like, we're just standing there, and I'm, like, waiting for the bell, and he just goes, casual sex. What? And I go, what? And he goes, casual sex. I go, oh, what about it? And he goes, we should have casual sex together. Now, I'm a virgin. I'm 17, and I'm a virgin, and I'm totally okay with that. And he knows that, too. So I was kind of just like, where is this coming from? And so I kind of just looked at him like, haha, you're funny. And he was like, think about it. And so ever since then, he keeps like hinting at he keeps like complimenting me. He's like, wow, you look really good today. But he also says some like fuckboy things like, wow, your boobs look nice in that shirt, like stupid stuff like that. And so it's like so awkward, but at the same time, like he knows I'm not going to do anything. Like he knows that I'm not going to be like, hey, so you me the back of your truck? That sounds cool. No, it's not me. So this whole thing is just hilarious to me because the fact that he even like brought up the idea of casual sex is hilarious. So I talked to Alex and I was like, hey, do you still talk to Dan? And he was like, nah, we don't really hang out anymore. And I go, well, Dan like randomly walked up to me and was like, hey, let's have casual sex. And he was like, what? And I go, yeah. And he goes, well, would you? I was like, no. And like, I love Dan, like, don't get me wrong, like, he's a sweetheart, like, he's my teddy bear, but at the same time, like, I'm not physically attracted to him like that, and even if I was, like I said, like, even if I was, I wouldn't, like, sleep with him, because I just don't sleep around, and so, like, I don't date, I don't sleep around, not that, like, I really have a choice, and, like, I have, like, tons of guys lining up to date me. But, yeah, it was really weird. It was so weird. And so there's this guy, Tyler, who sits with us, who sits with Dan and I, and he heard about the whole, Dan asking me for casual sex. And so he was like, well, if you're not gonna have casual sex with Dan, do you want casual sex with me? I was like, what? And he was like, yeah. And so, like, does anybody else have, like, really, like, creepy, not creepy, but just, like, stupid fuckboys at their school? That you're just like, do you think before these words come out of your mouth? Because you obviously can't. If you're gonna say, like if you're honestly gonna sit there and say that to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, he sits there and he's like, yeah, I'm as long as a beer bottle now. Why would I even care? Like, this has nothing to do with me. Or, like, he'll send me a Snapchat. He's like, hey, how you doing? Want to help me out with my problems? I'm like, excuse me. My problem right now is pre-cal. It's kicking my ass. So if you can help me with pre-cal, I can help you fall asleep by knocking you out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just my little story about high school, just craziness. Like, if you're not in high school yet, cherish the days that you're not in high school. Not that high school is, like, terrible or anything. It's just that when you get into high school, it's gonna be so different. Like, it's just not gonna be... It's just not middle school. Like, it's not. And if you're anything like... So, I've moved around a lot. I'm originally from New York, but I live in Texas now. And in New York, we switch classes in, like, elementary school. And here, you don't start switching classes till middle school. And so, like, if you're, like, Texas, where you don't start switching classes till middle school, like, switching classes in middle school is completely different than switching classes in high school. Because switching classes in high school, like, it's not just across the hall or up some stairs. It's, like, across the school. So, yeah. If you want me to do, like, a high school survival guide, or even, like, an exam survival guide, just tell me. Because those, I think, are fun. But, not that I'm surviving high school at all. I don't feel like you can, like, fully prepare yourself for high school. I'm literally just rambling now. I have no clue what to talk about. It's getting so dark outside, and it's almost 9 o'clock. I'm doing my makeup, and if it's between you and I am most likely just going to get in the shower and wash all this off and go to bed. Tried this, like the 1893 ginger cola. It's one of those drinks that I don't like, but I continue to drink it. Like, I'll continue to sit here and torture myself and drink it, even though it tastes so bad. Because it's like one of those disgusting bads that you can't stop drinking. Just, you get to see all up in my face and just get all close. Just hello. Yeah, this is basically my everyday makeup. This is the only lip gloss. This lip gloss and these lip glosses are the only lip glosses I use because I despise sticky lip gloss. Like, I refuse to wear it. If it's a sticky lip gloss, I throw it away. Like, I refuse. And for the longest time, I wouldn't wear lip gloss at all, period. But I tried the Revlon Color Burst in 44 Baked. I got this in a subscription box called Lip Monthly, I think. And like going into my freshman year. And I still wear it. It's actually my favorite lip gloss. They don't make it anymore, which is really sad. Or if they do, I just can't find it. But I wear this lip gloss by itself. It's like this mauve-y color. And the other lip gloss that I wear is the CoverGirl Lip Lavas. And these are freaking amazing. They're not sticky. They're super pigmented. And this color, here, I'll show you. This color right here, when I say it is gorgeous, I mean it's gorgeous. Like, it's this magenta, good job, Reed. It's this magenta, like, duochrome red. It's got like a red glitter in it. Like, can you tell? Like, it's so pretty. And it's even prettier on the lips. I think it looks great. It's got a brush applicator, which I like. I think it looks great. I think this color is just so, do you see that? Just gorgeous. I think this color is great on darker skin tones. That's just one dip. Like, just pulling it straight out of the bottle. Do you see how pretty that is? It's just so pretty. And it's like a wearable metallic. You know what I mean? you know how the metallic matte lipsticks are out? Like, if you don't like matte lipsticks, but you want to get on that metallic trend, I would definitely go for the CoverGirl Lip Lavas. I have this magenta one, I have a gold one, and I have a red one, and they're all amazing. The formula is great on all of them. The gold one isn't as pigmented as I wish it was, but it's still really good. But this is the finished look. Just really messy hair, a really basic makeup look, something that you can wear for school, exams, going across the street to your neighbor's confession thingy party. I hope you guys liked it. I will put all the items I used in the description box below. I hope you guys have a great day, and mwah!